Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready. Mike part two. Watch the run. Choke.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Blue draw Porker.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go on. That's got to be an alpha. Watch the ship. 55.
Second and 9 now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
90 Wolf. You. Hey, exit. Yo, go.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready?
He goes full extension, and he's got it. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 49-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Smooth. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, back up. No. 55. I got it. 55.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now we give right side. McFarland. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. We're scoreless after one.
Ready? 15-1. 15-1.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mark 55. Mark 55. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 55 is my guy. 55. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go.
2nd and 6. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jordan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
132 fighter. Hey, lock it. Switch it here. Switch it. He's crossing. He's hit it.
Looking to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hurry. 56 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Rosen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Rosen will throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
I hope you got your rest, because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 27 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now it's Rosen, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action here with Rosen. Rolling to his right. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Ertz has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Check 56. Come on, D.
They run it with Balazs. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
65.
Here's Rosen. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And some room to roll now. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now Balazs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Rosen now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw is Rosen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ely. 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey, box truck. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 50. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 5.
They'll set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
And it's third down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
He's got a man, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. 88 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Rosen on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And now it's Rosen looking. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Rosen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They're going to look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Carson. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
You know, switch. Protein spill. 55. Exit. Check 55, Mike.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Velarde now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 10. Rosen. And he finds Parker here. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Fletcher Cox, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Jim. Big dash. Come. Look at me. Go. Bravo.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.